Good morning, good morning. There's the Casper. There he is, right there on schedule. Good morning. Yep, there we are. It looks like we're up on Facebook. That means we're up on YouTube. We're getting ready for Coffee with Casper. We're glad to see you this morning. Let me know where you are. Let me know where you are. How's it going? We're going to gong ourselves in about 2 minutes. But boy, we're glad that all the technology is working good. Grab your beverage of choice. We're going to hang out for 20 minutes. I got my coffee. I got my Casper. Let me know where you are. Would you get out of the shot? There you go. Get in the shot. There you go. Get in the shot, that pretty face. Good morning from Palm Desert. All righty, they're checking in now. Here we go. Here we go. Good morning from Albuquerque. Good to see you this morning. Good morning from Burbank and Hollywood. Beautiful, glamorous Hollywood. All right, nice to see you all this morning. We're going to gong ourselves in. Today is an exciting day. Yes, it is. It's an exciting day. Did you know that? Did you know that? Did you know it? It's an exciting day. It's an exciting day. Get it here on the shot. Get in the shot. There you go. Good morning. All right. Good morning from Oregon. Mike and Sherry, nice to see you guys this morning. All right. We're checking in from around the planet. All right. We're glad. Good morning from Arizona. All righty. Cool. Nice to see everybody. Well, there's the 8:30, so we're going to gong ourselves in. All right, big guy. Here we go. All right. Let's everybody take a deep breath in. We're going to let out the sound. And relax your shoulders. That's a nice deep cleansing breath. We're going to do it one more time. Letting out the sound. Then let that energy flow up into your heart center. And just relax and give yourselves permission to be here for the next 20 minutes. We're glad you're here. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You're watching Coffee with Casper. And today, actually here in California, it's the 20th. But later this afternoon, it will be the 21st. In other parts of the world, where actually the equator, we cross the line, and we're in the day of the winter solstice. Aloha from Honolulu. Nice to see you this morning. The day of the winter solstice. So that's really exciting time. That's an exciting time. This whole season and everything that's around this, what we call the sacred season, is all about light. And I've written some posts, maybe you've seen them, but one of the statements that I wrote is, without light, the world would not exist. Behind physical light is a mental equivalent, the light of life itself. That is why all spiritual awakenings, regardless of any religious tradition, always involve light. The one true light, the light of the one, which is the light of this world and all worlds. And so, as we're in this very sacred day where actually the planet is moving from darkness and to the dawning of light, as we come into the first day of winter, we're bringing more and more light into the world. And this is an exciting time to be alive because humanity is in a new place. We've talked about this over the years on Coffee with Casper, that this is the dawning of a new age, a time when things are different. We always refer to that wonderful song that the songwriter got a hold of, the lyricist got a hold of a divine concept. When the moon is in the 7th house and the Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planet and love will steer the stars. For this, where we are right now, is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And as we've talked about before, the dawning of a new age, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens over a period of time as we release the old and come into the new. So here's we're approaching the Christmas week. We're in the middle of Hanukkah now. Of course, we know Hanukkah is about the candle, the light, oil light that wouldn't go out. Even though there wasn't apparently enough oil there, it kept going. That's the miracle of Hanukkah. So it's about light. The birth of the Christ, or the birth of the Christ child, is a symbol of the birth of that Christ presence that belongs to all people. It's not religious. It's the birthing of the full potential of the one, recreating itself in you and in me. And so we ask, as we look at the world, we have still places of violence. We have still places of mad egoic behavior. We still have places of selfishness and control. And we also have the dawning of the light workers, which is you and me, bringing the only thing that will bring peace to the planet and peace on Earth and to the solar systems, that peace will guide the planet and love will steer the stars, is if the people here on planet Earth are bringing that light into the world. And that's what you and I came to do. Clearly, if you're watching Coffee with Casper, some part of you knows that you, as we say many times from the Tibetan Book of the Dead, you come from the light, you put on a coat of skins, and you shall return to the light. And you came from the light and put on this particular glorious coat of skins so that you could bring the light into this dimension. And this is a very thick dimension, filled with all kinds of pain and misconceptions that have been going on for eons of time. But now we're birthing a new time where we're honoring both the masculine and feminine principles, knowing that those principles live in all people, that the seed, soil, plant philosophy exists in everybody. It exists as a universal idea, right? Good morning from North Carolina and South Carolina. Good to see you guys this morning. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for bringing your light into the world. So here we are in this season. My friend Dennis Merritt Jones, a wonderful spiritual teacher, wrote recently about what are you putting in your suitcase? What are you taking with you into this new age? So let's just take for a moment the idea that the balance of life, the balance of the masculine feminine principle, and therefore what can be birthed, has happened to the planet. It's happened to human beings, to the I am consciousness that lives within all human beings, all conscious, sentient beings, right? And it's been balanced. Now, if your habit pattern has been to be out of balance, to be leaning either way, that out of balance behavior pattern is what you got used to. And yet something has happened in the cosmos itself. The momentum of the amount of humans who are light workers, who are carrying light into the world, who are carrying love and justice and equality and compassion and caring and kindness and all of the beauty that exists within the human hearts. Good morning from Boise. Those of us who are working on carrying that into the world in our daily lives, that's birthing something new. And that's birthing, there's enough of us now that the support from the cosmos is supporting that humanity's choice to awaken and to be born into this new era. So we're getting support from beings of light, seen and unseen, that the entire consciousness of humanity can change. And what we don't want to do is drag our past into our present, which will affect our future. At least not that part of the past that is holding us down or diminishing us. So the thing that Dennis wrote about, and I've had this happen, and perhaps you have too. Have you ever gotten back from a long trip? Maybe you're away from your home for 10 days or more, and you got this big old suitcase full of laundry and clothes that need to be put away, and clothes that need to go to the dry cleaners, and things that need to be cleaned, and you've got to reorganize everything that was in your suitcase. And sometimes you just get home and you put that suitcase on the couch, and it takes you a day or two to catch up to it, right? To unpack it and to do all of those things. Well, that unpacking is really something, it's a wonderful concept to work with as we're in this week, because we go from the birth of the potential of the full realization of my own divinity and my own co-creative capacity to work with the infinite through what we call the law of the circle, the place where everyone is connected, and everyone, whether they know it or not, is co-creating along with their sum total of their consciousness, everything they think, say, do, and feel, are co-creating through the law of the circle. What's coming from me, as this vibration goes out from me, it returns to me as my experience. And most people on a planet not yet awake, most people aren't seeing the relationship between their own consciousness and their own experience. And that's the difference. That's why you're here. However many episodes of Coffee with Casper you've watched, however many times you've been with us, you are here because you are a conscious of yourself being one with the one. You're conscious of your connection to the universe through the law of the circle. You're conscious, therefore, of what's going through your own consciousness so that you're not bringing deeper woes upon yourself than need to be brought. Because really what we're doing is ushering humanity into a new time. For the benefit of ourselves, yes, but beyond ourselves, to all the generations that are behind us. We're bringing light into the world so that these new lights that have come into the world, including my children and grandchildren and what will be their children, we're bringing new light into the world. And we're bringing this new light in a conscious way. Humans embodying their own divine connection to source, their own co-creative capacities, and therefore standing porter at the door of their own consciousness and paying attention to what's moving through them, yes? Now, well, where is this all going to go? What it's all going to look like? Well, this is where we talked about that wonderful line from Gene Roddenberry. You know, this inner space, this inner relationship, the exploration of my own divinity, of my own relationship to the whole, this is the final frontier. And as we bring it forward, the more awakened we become, the more what looks like power we have. You're very cute, but you got to get down. The more what looks like power that we have, but it's not power, it's actually, well, it is power, but it's the force of love. The force of love begins to move through us in our own way. And if we only knew how deeply loved we were, how deeply loved we must be by the cosmos, that we have been given the full co-creative capacity to bring forth through our own awareness, our own experience. To bring forth through our own participation with love, more love. To bring forth our participation with the abundance of the universe and bring forth more abundance of the universe. And to find ourselves able to compassionately share and involve ourselves with a shifting humanity. Wow, this is a high honor we've been given, but it's an honor that we've been given because we have spiraled our awareness up to the place where we will not use, we won't ever forget who and what we are. That once you become aware of your relationship to the cosmos, as the great wonderful philosopher from last century, Ernest Holmes, said, then we use our only authority is the fact that it's working in our lives. Our only authority is the fact that we can see ourselves as positive change agents in the world, positive change agents in our own environments, positive change agents in the groups and families that we associate, positive change agents. People don't know that we're doing Coffee with Casper. Imagine trying to use a cell phone to actually call somebody. So we're in a new place. You and me, through our consciousness, are in a new place. And if we decide that we're going to unpack our bags, let's decide what we're going to unpack and keep, what we're going to unpack and release, and what we're for sure going to repack as we move into our new year and begin to build a new experience for ourselves, right? That we're going to begin to be even more aware than we've been before of our connection to the light, of our willingness to invite the universe to help us solve whatever challenges are in our face, to in faith believing. Good morning, Mark and Kai, and from Atascadero, California. Very nice to see you guys. So we're now going to use our awareness in a way that co-creates not only solutions at every level of our own life, and we talk about health, wealth, love, and fulfillment, meaning purpose, right? Because we know we came from the light. We know we came from the light to advance peace on earth and goodwill toward humanity, and to find a way to do it universally that includes every culture, every race, every creed, every way of being, that honors literally the divinity already implanted within every living soul, and sees not only the divinity, but the equality that in fact we belong to each other. How many times have you heard that my good is your good and your good is my good? That we let go of competition and begin to be in mutual support of everybody's dreams being fulfilled, of everybody's successes being realized, of everyone's capacity to be at home in their own body, in their own skin, in their own time, to know that you are in the light, as the light, with the light, right now, already, that you are one with that one. And that's what this season is all about. That's why the lights flicker on the trees. That's why the candles burn. That's why the flickering lights are showing the light of the world that's all around us, that is in us, that we can be that light in the world. Not just for ourselves, but for ourselves and everybody who touches the arena of our lives. Wow, that we can let that vibration that comes from us be a healing, empowering, joyous vibration, that we become aware of it, that we check in on our vibration. I was speaking to a group in the UK just this last Sunday, and they said, well, how do I magnify the light? Well, you magnify the light by identifying with the things that bring you closer to your authentic self. Do you love it when you're in your loving space? Do you love it when you're exchanging energy with the four-legged creatures or the two-legged creatures? Do you love it when you're in music? Do you love it when you're in beauty? Do you love it when you're in nature? Can you see that all of us have the capacity to bring forth the qualities of life that we like? So whatever it is that brings you real, authentic joy, that brings you closer to your authentic self, and we can feel it when we're in tune with our authentic self, yes? When we begin, like gathering here, we begin to talk about the light, think about the light, know about the light, know about the qualities of light that come through us as kindness, as joy, as happiness, as laughter, as freedom, as beauty, as nature. We make these choices to identify with the qualities of the infinite that bring our light up, that bring our vibration up. Yeah? And this is what the more we do that in our daily lives with everyone whom we encounter, by means of, and we say this all the time, by means of our prayers and meditations, by starting our day knowing that this is a brand new baby day, that I can create from this, in this brand new baby day, whatever it is, I will draw forth from the one, in the one, as the one, consciously. Not randomly being shoved around by the fates, but by choosing to be a conscious light in the world, by choosing to focus my attention on that which magnifies my own light, that causes me to be more present, that causes, good morning, Lorna, nice to see you too. We got everybody checking in this morning. We're glad you're here. I'm Harry Morgan Moses. You're watching Coffee with Casper. Coffee with Casper is a gathering of light workers, people who know they are one with the one, who know they are one with Source, who know there's no such thing as a disconnected anything, who knows that every thought, word, deed, and feeling and action that moves in me, as me, and through me makes a difference in the universe. And we stand porter, as Mary Baker Eddy said, we stand porter to the door of our own consciousness, and we look for those which are that which is new, that which makes us refreshed and renewed and revitalized and empowered, by making the choices of how we're going to relate in the world today. And as we're in this Holy Week, this time where we can birth the opportunity to work miracles in our own lives, to bring more love, more truth, more wisdom, more peace, more poise, more balance, more freedom, more harmony, more joy into our lives, the more we work with that by working with the self, the I am that I am, by calling on that which is what I came here to do. I came here to, as Jerry Florence, a wonderful lyricist, said, I came here to love myself just the way I am and to still want to grow deeper and more profoundly and more beautifully into this cosmic awakening of my own true, holy Christ nature. Christ, Buddha, Atman, high self. It makes no difference what tradition or how you want to name it. It belongs to you, and it is your birthright, and it requires that you court it, that we become married to our eternal selves and know that everything is always affecting my consciousness, and I become awakened to it, and I begin to share that awakened connection, not necessarily with words, but sometimes with words, if people have the ears to hear, but more with my way of being, that I can make a difference, that I can be an avenue that heals and uplifts and inspires and brings forth more light. That's what makes you a light worker, is you're accepting the cosmic gift of your divine self, accepting the cosmic gift of the divine creative process, that which you think about comes about, where your attention goes, your energy flows, that everything is connected and everything is interconnected, and we're waking up to find out the meaning behind all of it. The meaning behind Hanukkah, the meaning behind the winter solstice, the meaning of the dawning of new light in the world, the meaning behind the birth of the infinite potential of miracle making that is the Christmas idea, behind the birth of what is a new year and a new time, and what am I going to bring with me, and what am I going to leave behind as I move forward into the new year. This is a powerful and beautiful time to be alive. If you've found anything grateful that you enjoyed in this 20 minutes together, click on it, share it, go to YouTube, face it, follow it, put it in LinkedIn, put it in your groups. Let's connect everybody up. And let's keep connecting everybody up in the awareness of their true and eternal nature. And this is what I know about you. Who you are is something magnificent. The light that you're bringing to the world is something vitally important. So until we meet again, and we'll see you next week on Coffee with Casper, but until we meet again, we invite you to go in the light, as the light, and with the light. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. We'll see you next week on Coffee with Casper. Have a very wonderful, Merry Christmas week. Happy Hanukkah, happy season of light, happy new birthing, happy new year. We'll see you next week on Coffee with Casper. Bye for now.